This is really a period in our region where we recognized we needed to create new economic foundations and new industries to continue our prosperity into the new century. And our healthcare institutions and research groups, the Cleveland Clinic, Case Western Reserve, university hospitals, along with our business chambers and philanthropic community came together and recognized that we have a unique set of assets in this industry in Cleveland, and that we can build around their clinical and research excellence to create a broader industry that drives economic development and job creation for the Cleveland region. I think it starts with our leading clinicians and researchers that truly want to be at the frontiers of their respective fields of medicine. Because they have such a commitment to excellence and a commitment to be applying the latest technologies and the latest therapies for the benefit of patients, that creates the opportunity for companies that are innovators to partner with these institutions and for entrepreneurs to partner with these clinicians to develop new products and new therapies for the medical market. What's unique about Cleveland that I think many Clevelanders don't fully appreciate is how distinctive our systems really are. When you look around University Circle as just one example, you now have 4 hotels built around these institutions with 2 more coming online this year. That's unusual in a healthcare market. It's unusual for people from New York or Boston or Los Angeles or Chicago to travel for medical care, but that's in fact what they do, and they travel to Cleveland because they want the best medical care available in the United States. Well, there's 2 sides of the industry. So the healthcare sector itself is the largest industry in Cleveland. It far out in terms of number of jobs. 1 in 6 individuals works in the healthcare industry. It's over 210,000 jobs and continuing to grow because of our consumption of healthcare. On the biomedical industry side, we now have over 20,000 employees working at over 600 companies in the Cleveland region. That's more than double where we were just a decade ago. Well, when we look at regions that we are catching up to, we look at regions such as Minneapolis. And Minneapolis, as an example, has roughly 40,000 workers working within the biomedical industry itself. So we see the potential for Cleveland's biomedical sector to be as large and as vibrant as a place like Minneapolis. Well, it is, and I think, again, it starts with clinicians and researchers that want to be practicing the latest and greatest technologies and therapies for the benefit of their patients. You have that dedication to excellence in healthcare that is the foundation from which innovation can both emerge as well as collaborate. The second thing that makes this region particularly unique, what we hear from entrepreneurs who move here to lead companies or move their companies here to collaborate with our clinicians, is how accessible those individuals and the other resources they need are here in Cleveland. For an entrepreneur to come in with a new technology and to be able to get an audience with a leading heart surgeon or a leading neurosurgeon or a leading cell therapy researcher, and also to get connected immediately to a contract manufacturing firm or an engineering firm and a regulatory expert, and to get all of that easily accessible is what really differentiates Cleveland as an environment in which innovation, medical innovation, can prosper. The Medical Mart for the industry really does 3 things that are important to continue to accelerate the growth of this sector in Cleveland. The first is for all regional entrepreneurs. It provides them a platform by which to interact with a national marketplace. Physicians, administrators, other individuals in the healthcare sector will be coming here on a very regular basis, and they get to interact with them to get feedback on what are some of their unmet needs, how are some of the products or solutions that we're creating here in Cleveland addressing those unmet needs, and how do we need to tweak them to really capture the imagination of what will eventually become their customers. The second advantage it presents for Cleveland is it becomes an asset around which we can attract entrepreneurs from other parts of the country and other parts of the world to Cleveland. So not only can we say that we've got leading edge clinicians here in the region and we've got an accessible environment for entrepreneurs, we also then have a one-of-a-kind sales platform to access the U.S. market, and no other region can say that. So we look forward to using this as a sales advantage for company attraction. And finally, and I think it's soft, but I think it's very important, it sends a strong symbol of the establishment of the biomedical industry, not just to people that are in Cleveland, but really to the country at large. Again, this region is really well known for its leading edge clinical and research institutions, but to have the only medical mart and convention center in the country sends a strong symbolic signal to the industry that this is a great place in which to grow and nurture companies. You know, when we started on BioEnterprise in the broader development of the biomedical industry in Cleveland, there were many skeptics that thought that we had perhaps missed our opportunity in Cleveland, or that our assets were not necessarily distinctive enough to create something that was really going to have a significant contribution to our regional economy. Where we've come in 1 decade is with a project such as Medical Mart being the symbolic essence of it, is the region has embraced the healthcare industry as an important part of its present economy and its future economy going forward. A decade from now, what do I hope to see? You know, that realization will have taken hold. We will again have doubled the size of the industry from 600 companies up to hopefully over 1,000 companies, from 20,000 employees up to over 40,000 employees, and that this region, which was once known for its innovation in the industrial sector, will really be known as a medtech innovation region.